Good evening, Rutgers University. I am WeatherWatcher Michael Pastor, and I'll be giving your evening forecast for today, Thursday, December 4th, 2025. So, as we're looking at the current conditions outside right now, we are looking at 33 degrees Fahrenheit, a little cold, but not just about below freezing. That will be happening later tonight. What it feels like right now at 29 degrees, with a wind from the northeast at 6.5 miles an hour. Right now, we have a dry air mass in the area, keeping at 56% humidity, and that will be affecting some of the weather later this week, which we'll get into in a little bit. So, as we move into our headlines, we're going to be seeing really low temps overnight. So, making sure that you're bundling up, maybe putting out a fire in your fireplace if you can. And then moving into this weekend, we do have a chance of snow. We'll be talking about that and what kind of likeliness that is to actually happen. And then early next week, we will be having some cold precip. Definitely going to be getting precip, but we don't know what type it will be. And we will also be getting into that. So as we look at our current temps across the state, starting in South Jersey, right now we have 30 in Pemberton, up in Central Jersey, and then down by Cape May, where it's a little bit warmer at 36. Everything in the 30s right now, but as we move up into North Jersey, we are seeing temperatures well below freezing. So if you're in those areas, definitely wear a coat, bundle up, and watch out for some ice. Can be some dangerous conditions in this area, especially with that black ice, so just be aware for that as you move into this weekend. So right now, looking at the hour, it is currently, as we said, 33 degrees and clear. But as we move in later to tonight, we are going to be seeing these temperatures dropping 28, 23, 19, and then the low tonight at 18 degrees. So it will be definitely getting cold as we have a cold air mass moving into the region. We can see that wind starting to move and come in from the north, some cold Canadian air coming into the region. And this is going to be one of the coldest nights this week. So definitely when you wake up tomorrow and get on your commute, make sure you're bundling up, make sure you're putting the heat on because you're going to make sure that you want that on because it's going to be cold tomorrow. So looking at our future cast, this is the chance of snow that we have into Friday, right? So this kind of system moving south of us, coming over Cape May. Cape May definitely has a good chance of snow tomorrow. But what we're seeing is there's a lot of dry air over central North Jersey that's going to be keeping that precipitation from occurring anywhere further north of about Mercer County. And as we kind of move into that, we're going to be seeing some possible snow totals, but it's pretty likely that anywhere further north than this line, it is just too dry to be getting any precipitation, but down south, we will be seeing some snow. And then moving into the weekend, again, kind of clear on Saturday. And then as Sunday comes in, we do see this system coming off of the Great Lakes, a lot of cold air coming into the area. But again, as we move forward, we're going to see that that's going to narrowly miss us. Again, a little bit of dry air in the area to kind of keep that system away from us. But it is good to know that it's still a possibility that we could be getting some precip, some snow precip over the weekend. So this is our snowfall forecast for that Friday system that's going to be moving through the area. So again, down here in South Jersey, it is very likely that they will be getting some snow as it crosses through the area. So kind of Cape May, Atlantic County, that area. But again, the further north you get, the less likely it is that you actually see those snow totals. So it'll be good to keep an eye on that over this weekend. Maybe a little hopeful for some flurries in the Central Jersey area. But again, mostly going to be seeing that snow in South Jersey. So moving on to our 7-day forecast, starting with Friday, it's going to be a low 17 degrees tomorrow morning, as I said, so make sure that you're bundling up. But moving into the weekend, the lows are going to be in the mid-20s. So again, it's moving into that winter weather, getting into that colder weather where we're going to be below freezing overnight. So just be aware of that when you're going outside, seeing ice in the morning. But as the day moves on, we're going to be moving into the 40s. So nothing too crazy. We're getting to that seasonable temperature area where we're getting low 40s throughout the days. And then moving into the rest of next week, we see that chance of precip Wednesday and Thursday next week. Again, where we are, probably going to be a little bit too warm for that to be anything other than some cold rain, but definitely going to be keeping an eye on that into next week. But something to look out for is Tuesday night. So Tuesday morning, really. It's going to be 15 degrees in the morning. Another very cold morning. We're going to be seeing some cold air coming over the Great Lakes. So definitely want to be keeping our eye on that as we move into next week. But that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed the forecast and you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. And I hope everybody has a great evening.